journal. Do you like to write? All the thoughts you have in your head and write down. But did you ever consider what the pen and paper are saying? The ink and the abyss. Ah, finally, cried the pen, twitching with excitement. Another empty field, a white sky unspoiled by cowardice, a silence ready to be broken. The blank page lay still. Why must you shout? It asked. Because, said the pen, the world has grown deaf to quiet truth. Only the scream writes history. The page yawned. And what is it you wish to write this time, little God? A sentence. The pen quivered. One that, once read, will fracture the spine of the reader's soul. One that will send them spinning away from their dull little path, toward danger, toward freedom, toward the summit. The page gave no reply. The pen began to scratch, but paused. No, not yet. I must choose my words, as a surgeon chooses where to cut. It hesitated. What if I wrote, God is dead? No, that's already been done. Or perhaps, you are not what you believe. You are what you fear becoming. Too soft, too poetic. It paced like a mad philosopher upon the desk. I must pierce the reader, not seduce them. I must make them scream, weep, laugh, tear the page, and eat it. I must birth a truth so sharp it draws blood from the soul. The page remained still. Or maybe I should write nothing, the pen said suddenly. Yes, perhaps silence would say it best. Let them stare at the void and hear their own howl echoing back. The page finally spoke. You sound like every man who has ever feared being forgotten. The pen recoiled. Write if you must, said the page. But remember, not every reader wants to be saved. Most want a mirror that flatters, not a mirror that cracks. Then I shall be the crack, shouted the pen. I shall write the first sentence that liberates them from themselves. And what if, said the page, they were freer before they read it? The pen fell quiet. You want to wake them, said the page. But did you ever ask if they were truly asleep? Or if perhaps you are the one dreaming? The pen stammered. But I must write. I must mean something. Then write, the page whispered. But accept that meaning is a violence, and not all wounds heal. And so the pen, trembling, wrote one line. What you believe is your cage, and you built it to feel safe. The ink bled deep. The page shuddered. Now, said the pen, satisfied, whoever reads this will see their false life collapse. They'll abandon their job, their marriage, their masks. They'll walk into the wilderness and face the beast within. But then, someone read it, and nothing happened. No collapse, no epiphany, no revolution. They read the sentence, smiled faintly, folded the page, and placed it in a drawer. The pen was horrified. What? What is this? They were supposed to change, to awaken. The page laughed, softly, coldly. You fool. You thought words could save a coward. but they read your truth the way they read horoscopes, as entertainment. But, but I gave them the key, and they used it to stir their tea. The pen began to dry. The ink was low. Then I have failed, it whispered. No, said the page. You succeeded, just not in the way you hoped. How? You proved that truth is only dangerous to those brave enough to act on it. And the rest? They forget. And with that, the pen's final drop of ink was spent. The page remained blank, but wiser, waiting for the next fool to try again. He who writes to liberate must be willing to be ignored, mocked, or misunderstood. Only then has he struck at the root.